Hello, my name is Chris Renouf and you're watching Deafinator Diaries. You're probably wondering what it was like growing up in school as a deaf person back in the 90s. How did I communicate with other people? How did I cope in a loud classroom? Or how did I hear anything that the teacher was saying? Back then, to get a hearing aid or radio aid that actually worked was an achievement in itself. Radio aids were like wearing a mini box on my chest, like I was some sort of robot. But what was more annoying than anything else was the reliability. Every so often, the radio aid would break down and it would cost me valuable learning time just trying to get it fixed. More often than most, I was behind in my learning as a result. It's one thing having to wear a hearing aid or a radio aid, but it can be very soul destroying when they don't function the way you want them to. They can break unexpectedly, which therefore costs money and valuable learning time that could have otherwise been spent in the classroom. One thing that was really good about the radio aid was that I could communicate in a classroom regardless of the background noise, and it helped me to hear exactly what the teachers were saying, even their naughty conversations with the other teachers. Overall though, the whole school experience was very tough, but I was very fortunate to have been given the support I was given back then. As I got older, I became more independent and I was less reliant on the support when I was doing my GCSEs and my A-levels. The reason I have briefly talked about this experience is because today many young deaf children in school don't have one-to-one support or basic access needs. This is mainly due to the education cuts across the UK for extra support staff in all educational institutions. Many children with specific needs are being wrongly denied places in mainstream schools and are therefore becoming isolated from their peers, which leaves them in further danger of falling behind. Many parents are now having to travel hundreds of miles just to get their child a place in a new school, or even consider relocating, which is such a big life-changing sacrifice for any family. The worst thing is that even if their child is offered a new school place, it may not always be guaranteed, so they could yet again be forced to look elsewhere. The least that many parents want is for their children to be involved in all classroom-related activities in an accessible learning environment that's both inclusive and gives them a chance to realise their talented potential as they tackle the next big steps such as secondary school, employment, college or university. Give them the opposite and the consequences could be catastrophic for both the child and their families. Today there will be marches across the country from teachers, support staff, parents and children demanding an end to educational cuts as many young people face even more time away from school and therefore with very little future prospects. I will leave you with this message. All young people, regardless of their abilities, deserve a fair and equal chance to develop and realise their amazing potential.